Hello, everybody. This is the Friday Support Call. I'm Stephen Carlson. And our host this week is Katja. And I'm hesitating because I'm asking myself, do I want to pronounce your last name? But I know I can't do it justice because I'm not Finnish, but you are.
It's fair enough.
And Katja runs Joy of Releasing, and she and I were also, as some may know, recently certified as instructor or coach. I'm a coach. I'm a certified
Instruction.
Sedona
Yeah.
Method instructor is
Yes.
you. Very good. So, Katja, nice to have you. Thank you for hosting. And I pass the microphone to you.
Thank you. Thank you. And nice to be here. So, you all know probably how this works. So, we are opening the floor to the question sharing and assistance. And you can also suggest group release if you want to. So, let's hop on. And Sharon. Hello.
Hi, Katja.
Hi.
Thanks for the call. Nice to see you here. And congratulations to both of you on your certification.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for these calls. Yeah, I'm having a difficult time. I've told a lot of stories about housing and what's happening with my family. The mental health of my nephew and his partner now with the baby. They've been living apart. She's been in a hotel, not a very nice one, out the area. So it's very stressful. They're looking for rent. There's a possibility now of an apartment for them, but it's not ready at the moment. The rent's still quite expensive, but they feel that they have to go for it. So just like some support, really, because I found myself in apathy around this situation. Because also I'm experiencing issues with not being able to afford the housing here and living in where we live, I'm staying with my mum. New neighbours have come and there's lots of issues. I got verbally attacked yesterday for no reason whatsoever. It just came out the blue. But this is a constant thing now in the garden. Which was really shocked what happened, what was the abuse that I got. But I felt like with the releasing, I was really very calm. I think I handled it very well. But obviously, I don't want to live next door to someone who behaves like she behaved yesterday. She was totally unstable and really threatening. And say it's for no reason whatsoever. Me and my mum have been helping her over the time she's been here, emptying her bin and things like that, because she seems to have mental health issues. So really feeling desperate ourselves to get out of here. So moving from like feeling hopeless to open up to possibilities, because it feels really impossible for me at the moment. So just some releasing support, please. Thanks.
So would you start by just noticing how that story makes you feel right now?
It makes me feel powerless and unsafe as well here. My mum's like late 70s, and I don't want to have to deal with what I had to deal with yesterday. It's threatening behaviour, totally unprovoked. Yeah, so just feeling really stuck in the situation.
So could you welcome how stuck and unsafe you feel right now?
I can a little bit. I feel there's resistance. Yeah, because it like probably acknowledge the situation that we're in.
So would you notice all the expectations there are? I assume there are, that the situation will continue the same.
Yeah, it seems to like some things have been done today that looks like it's still continuing with this person. So, yeah.
So would you welcome all the horror stories the mind has created, how this will go? as
Yes, I
best. Mm. And then can you check, has the mind ever been wrong in its expectations? Like ever in your life?
Yes, it has, but it just feels like at times there's been lots of negative things that have happened as well.
Mm.
Yeah. And I know
So,
that's perpetuated by going back into it. Yeah. So I'd like to be free of that. Yeah.
so could you let go of wanting to believe the mind?
I would like to, but it feels like it's got some hold or power over me, if I'm honest. Yeah.
Okay, so would you welcome how powerless and controlled you feel?
Yeah, and that brings up a little bit of rage in some ways.
Mm. Yes, that can happen. And would you notice how that is already accepted as well?
The rage is accepted, are you saying, Katya?
Yes, all of it is accepted.
Oh, yeah, because I suppose there's a part of me is accepting, but there's a part of me that's saying it's wrong to feel that rage.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
And I
Yes.
got rage towards me yesterday. I was making it wrong for the rage that I experienced, yeah.
Hmm? So is there any judgment towards the way you feel right now or have felt?
Yeah, there is actually, yeah, thanks. It's like I should be, I've been on this journey so long. I shouldn't feel upset because someone attacked me like that. And if I'm totally honest, it did upset me because I feel that I've done this person so many favors. And it was just all really, it was like she was really horrible and she said horrible things to me, which was just unbelievable, really. Yeah. So I'm really upset if I'm honest, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
understandable. So would you welcome the sense how unfair it all is?
Yeah. And it's just like that's the same with the house and it feels so unfair, yeah.
Yes.
And I'm like denying a little bit that I should be upset about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is, yeah. I'm glad to see that. It's quite funny. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. It's like, yeah, it's like allowing myself to be upset the way I'm being treated and way my family have been treated as well. Yeah.
Mm. So when you think about the situation there, what is there now?
What I'm aware of now is I feel angry with life. I feel, why are you putting us through all this? And why I feel like I've even given up on prayer this week. I feel that, you know, it doesn't feel like anything is happening. It's like it's never going to be resolved. Yeah.
So would you just notice how angry you are this moment?
Yeah, I can notice that. And I know how angry I feel with the neighbor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with life, because feeling so unsupported because I've been in this situation for more than a decade. I just feel it's just been too long. When is it going to be my turn to move out of this situation?
Yes. So would you notice how there might be that expectation that it is just going to continue?
Oh. Yeah, it's like I'm resigned. It's like, yeah, it's just gonna, it's never gonna be any different, not for me.
So could you say yes, that feeling?
Yes, I can, yeah.
Mm.
There was a little bit of resistance in it, but there was an opening to a yes as well. Yeah.
Good. And as best you can, just for now, could you let go of expecting the past to repeat itself?
Yes, I can, yeah.
Mm. And would you notice the peace and joy that is here already, beyond all those thoughts and memories?
Yeah, I can open up to the peace now, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And would you be open to being guided and supported in finding the perfect solution in the perfect timing?
Yes, I can, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm open to that, yeah.
And would you be open to the situation resolving even better than you can imagine?
Yes, I can, yeah. I can feel that, yeah.
Mm.
Thanks.
And would you allow yourself to relax and just feel the peace and joy?
Oh. Yes, I can. Yeah, thanks. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I can actually feel a real opening there, and I felt really calm.
Mm.
It felt really more positive than it has
Good.
for a while. Thanks, Katya. It was like also what came in is because I was so desperate yesterday trying to work out trying to work out the solution.
Mm.
And in that feeling, then that openness, it was like, the letting go, working it out, letting life, let it unfold. So yeah, there was a real letting go of surrender, I suppose. Yeah, yeah, in that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, thank you so much, Katia. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. That was really a lovely opening. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bless you.
Sharon.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So does anyone else have anything they want to share or request a release about or ask for assistance? All right.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for this opportunity.
Hi.
Is it possible for us, maybe a group or release on tension?
Tension?
Yes.
Just in general or some sort of tension?
It could be both. Right now, there's a lot of tension across the body and the mind as well. And it's been on and off. But right now, there is kind of tension. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, of course. Let's do a group release on tension. So, first, just let yourself pause and be. And then notice all the tension that might be right now in the body, in the mind. And just notice how it feels. And then notice if there are any memories that are rising up with them, if there is any story attached to them, any thoughts or pictures, sounds, sensations attached to it. If there are any expectations how this will continue, or fears, or any other emotions. And then notice if there's any wanting to do anything about it. Change the tension, make it go away, make it feel less, know why it's there or how long it's going to stay. Wanting to get rid of it or run away from it or explain it, wanting to hold on to it and defend it to others, or create new stories about it. Notice if there's just any wanting connected to that tension. And then would you notice how personal it all feels? That this tension is yours or in your body or in your mind, belongs to your life. And notice if there's any wanting to make it personal. Hold it close and call it yours. And then would you notice all the peace and relaxation, all the space that is beyond the tension, surrounding it, beneath it, that is in no way affected by the tension. And let yourself rest in and as that peace. And then if there's still any tension right now, or a memory of it, would you just notice it? And as best you can, could you allow it to dissolve into the space and peace? And let it dissolve some more. And some more still. would you notice and say yes to the peace? And notice how it is filling you fully. And if there's still any memory of the tension or wanting to go back to check if it's there, just notice that. And then would you let go of wanting to hold on to it as best you can? And then again, would you notice the peace and relaxation that is here already, that never leaves? And would you allow yourself to notice that peace and focus on it? And would you open up to that peace still more? And still some more. And still some more. And let yourself rest as that peace. Good. And Paulette,
Yeah, that
how was that?
yes. There was a combination of waves of up and down of resisting, opening as and every time you mention peace,
Mm-hmm.
it's like there's like a fighting inside going on that you cannot explain or nothing, yeah. That you cannot really identify where it is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it's more relaxed right now. It's more opening and it's like flowing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's yeah, there's a lot of resistance.
Still resistance?
Yeah.
So would you like to work on that a bit?
Yes, please.
Okay. So would you allow that resistance the right to be here?
Yes.
And then notice if there's any wanting to make it meaningful.
Yes.
And if you drop the label of resistance of it, what is there then?
No labels is okay. Oh, okay. That's something new. Okay. Oh, so it's the labeling. Okay. Can we totally delete the labels? Okay. Oh, that works. Oh, that is much. Oh,
I have a tendency myself that if I notice resistance, I make it something special and much more bigger and harder to release than any other feeling. And then when I started noticing that it's just a feeling, it became much easier to release. As
oh wow, it's big on labels. You're right. Yeah.
yeah, yes, we just attach things to them. Yeah.
Oh my, it's like a huge heaviness that is like lifted out of you. Oh wow.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Katya. Oh wow, that's amazing. I'm gonna stay for a bit on this one for now
Yes, of course.
because I think it likes the no label thing.
Good.
Oh. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, Paulette.
Thank you. Have a good one. Thank you.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
And Sanjana. Are you there? Did I? Yes. Pronounce your name wrong?
I'm Sanjana.
Sanjana. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a lot of fear around my weight gain, and I'm choosing to eat medicines to reduce weight, but they have some side effects. I'm not clear what do I do. There's a lot of confusion.
Sorry, I didn't hear properly. There's lots of fear about. Could you repeat, please?
I heard weight gain.
Weight gain, okay. And you are not sure what to do. Is that so?
Yes.
So, is that what you want to release, or is there still something you want to add to that? Or just wanting clarity in that area?
Yeah, there is a lot of confusion and guilt when I eat.
Okay. So, would you welcome how confused it makes you feel?
Yes.
And then would you welcome how much you would know the right way to go, the right things to do?
Yes.
And then, just for now, as best you can, could you let go of wanting to know what to do? Just the wanting, the feeling that you don't know.
No.
So would you welcome how much you want to know what to do?
Yes.
And then would you welcome any sense of how you are expecting it to be difficult and complicated?
Yes.
And could you then let go of expecting it to be difficult and complicated? Just for now, as best you can.
Yes.
And would you be open to finding the right solutions for you in the perfect timing and taking it step by step?
Yes.
And I just remembered something Hale said years back. Sedona Method isn't, we aren't giving any medical advice, but he said that if you are wanting to figure out what's good for you to eat, is that you give yourself permission to eat anything, but before you eat, you release the wanting to eat that thing. And then that way your intuition kind of becomes stronger, noticing what is good for you and what isn't. That's just something that came up this moment. But let's continue releasing. So in this moment when you are thinking about eating and wanting to lose weight, what is there now?
I can't. It is not possible for me. I cannot do it. That was the thoughts.
So could you welcome that thought or just notice that it came up?
Yes.
And then could you let go of believing that it is true?
No.
So would you then welcome how true it feels, like it knows what it's saying?
Yes.
And then you just notice what is beyond that thought, or that space where there are no thoughts or thoughts about other things.
Yes.
And then notice that thought that says it's impossible.
Yes.
And then notice the space around it.
Yes.
And again, notice the thought that says it's impossible.
Yes.
And notice the space.
Yeah.
And could you allow that thought to melt back to that space where all the thoughts arise from?
Yeah. Yes.
And then once again, if you think about that thought, impossible, and what if you just drop that word impossible? What is there then?
Nothing.
So what if it was just that it hasn't happened yet? What if the impossible is an impossible word in itself because it can't and it doesn't know about the future, but it claims to do so. So it is impossible. So
Yes.
would you allow yourself to be open to the possibility of it succeeding?
Yeah.
Good. And would you open up to being guided and supported?
Yes.
And would you open up to being guided and supported by your inner knowingness and intuition?
Yes.
And would you allow yourself to relax in the knowingness that everything is possible and all is well?
Yeah.
Okay. So how about then the thought that everything is possible? Would you be open to the possibility?
Yes.
Good. And would you open to it a little bit more?
Yes.
And a little bit more?
Yes.
And would you allow yourself to relax and know that it is unfolding as it is, and it might unfold much better than you can imagine right this moment?
Yeah.
Good. And how does it feel now?
Better.
Good. Is that good for now, or is there still something you want to work on?
It is okay for now.
Okay, good. And
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you, Johnson, Sanjana, for asking. And does anyone else have anything they'd like to ask for assistance or suggest a group release or just share? That is always nice to hear. Sharon.
Yes, Katja, could you do a group release around opening up to prosperity, please, and like money and just along those lines? Thank you.
Yes. I'll have a sip of water. And let's do a group release on prosperity and opening to it. So, first of all, would you allow yourself to just stop and be? And be. And then let yourself think about prosperity, money, wealth, abundance. And notice all the thoughts and memories and expectations that are probably coming up. All the stories you have about how things have been in the past, and all the expectations you have about the future. And just notice them. Let them spin like in a carousel above your head. And then notice if there's any wanting to believe what is coming up. If there's any negative memory or story from the past that seems to be proof that this is the way things are, how they have always been, and how they will always be. And if such stories come up, just notice them. And then notice if there's any pull towards those stories, if they feel familiar, something that belongs to you. And if they do, could you let go of wanting to be the main character in those stories? And would you let go of wanting to be the main character? And when? And then notice if the mind has turned to future, if it has some expectations, how prosperous or abundant you will be, or the lack of abundance or prosperity. And notice if those expectations feel true or like they know how the future will go. And as best you can, just for now, could you let go of wanting to believe that you know the future? That you know how the future will unfold, or that those expectations are somehow realistic. And then, would you notice what is beyond all those memories and expectations, stories, fears, or all the wanting that might come up? And would you notice the abundance of space and peace that is here already? If not in the room that you're in the outdoors, in the universe, the vast unlimited space. And would you allow yourself to imagine what your life would be if you were as prosperous, wealthy, and living an abundant life as you can imagine? And then notice if there's any hesitation or any doubt that coming up, any word or thought that says it's not possible or not possible for you. And as best you can, could you let go of those doubts and thoughts? And would you be open to the limitless possibilities that life offers? And notice how life is each moment unfolding in spontaneous, limitless, beautiful ways that we can't even know beforehand. And would you be open to noticing all the possibilities, noticing the abundance, the wealth that you already have? And would you open up to receiving more? And again, if mind says that's not possible or unlikely, that is not realistic to just release and get more prosperous or more wealthy, just notice how they are just words arising. And would you allow those thoughts and words to melt away? And would you open up to the endless possibilities, the endless prosperity that is? And would you all be open to having everything you need when you need it? And would you be open for the prosperity to maybe come in ways that you can't see yet? And one more time, check if there are still any doubts, if the mind is presenting any negative thoughts or beliefs. Just notice how they are just words, thoughts, memories. And would you let go of wanting to hold on to them? And allow yourself to open up to having more of everything you want, everything that is for yours and everyone's highest and best good, in ways that are for yours and everyone's highest and best good. And allow yourself to be guided and supported, so that even if you don't know yet how the prosperity might arrive or how there might be more of it, would you still say yes to the possibility and open up to having and being? And just say yes to the unlimited, abundant unfolding that is here already. and allow yourself to rest in the flow, in the peace, in the abundance of life, abundance of love, and abundance of peace that is here already and always. Good. Oh, Sharon, what's that?
That was absolutely amazing, Katja. It was really expansive and open. And I even had a vision towards the end of money pouring in. That was really, thank you so much, because I felt that when you mentioned like the doubts and the things, the wording that you use was like everything where I doubt. So it was really apt for me. And I just felt really, it was just beautiful. I really felt really open. And there was also a feeling of trust, which is something I really struggle with, trust. But there was a real trust in that. So that was very, very helpful. Thank you so much. Yeah, bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So we either have room for one quick release or then we go home. Oh, we are home already. Notice that we are home. Does anyone still have something you want to share? Or
Well, if you're offering one last release, then I'll take the opportunity, of course.
Okay, go ahead.
It just seems like the world is a crazy place these days. The
Yeah.
news is very traumatic. That would be a lovely topic to close. Thank you so much.
Okay. A group release, yes. So, again, let yourself sit back and pause. And then let yourself think about the world. And notice if that brings up any worries or doubts, fears, any sense that things aren't the way they should be. And welcome all those thoughts, all those stories. And notice if there's sense that you maybe have to follow the news to keep informed, that you have to be aware that being informed or following the news somehow helps you in the future to stay safe. Or if there's any sense that it is even maybe up to you to follow what's happening in order to keep the world running. Any sense that what's happening in the world is threatening and you should be on guard. And if there is any of those feelings, just notice them and just give them space, as they already are here, if they are. And then, as best you can, could you let go of thinking that you know the future, that there is reason to be afraid? And could you let go of the belief that being afraid or worried is going to help. And if the mind says that's really a stupid idea to let go of that of course you have to be worried or be on guard, just notice that and allow that thought or feeling to be there. And as best you can, could you let go of the belief that you know how things should unfold, that you know how the world should be? And then could you allow yourself to notice the peace that is even beyond these thoughts and worries, even beyond the whole world. And notice the love that is here already, even when there are things that we call bad and awful happening. And would you allow yourself to open up to the peace and to the love and to the courageousness, and allow yourself to be guided and supported in taking the action if needed and taking the appropriate action if needed. And otherwise, allow yourself to open to spreading peace and love from where you are right now. And would you be open to the possibility that the world, the life, can take care of itself? And that everything might unfold even much better than we can imagine right now. That everything is possible, even if the mind can't see it. And would you allow yourself to relax and rest in the knowingness that all is taken care of? And if anything is needed to be done, you will know at the right time. And if nothing needs to be done, you can just open up to the love and peace more. And notice how it is always already here. And how it's not affected by anything that's apparently happening on this earth. But it is there for us, and we just need to notice it and open up to it. So allow yourself to say yes to peace and courageousness and love, and let them fill you up. Good. Okay. That was how it came out this time.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Been a pleasure. So have a lovely day or evening or
Weekend. Have a great weekend.
Yes.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care,
Have a good
everybody.
one.
Thank you so
Take care.
much.
Bye, everyone.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go.
Bye.
Bye.